Yo, okay, my green screen's still apart. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. I guess it really doesn't matter, but this is episode 6, I'm pretty sure. And it is June 20th, 2025 for just for record keeping sake. Um I'll be honest, I said I was gonna plan something today, but I really didn't plan anything to talk about. And maybe it's better if I don't plan anything to talk about. I haven't really looked back on any of the recordings because I'm low-key kind of scared to go back on the recordings and see how I not see how I sound because like I'm I'm pretty comfortable with how I sound because I used to sing in a choir. Um, so in my second year of university, I actually signed up for choir, and um, I guess it's kind of a two-way street because first off, I wasn't. No, no, this is the right way. I thought this was the wrong way. Yeah, first off, like I wasn't really comfortable with my voice, I guess. Initially when I started YouTube or like my channel a few years ago, and then in second year of university when I started singing, I didn't really mind it because like when I had to upload all those like guess that Pokemon and whatever those shorts like those type of shorts, um, like I needed to hear my voice over and over again, so I became like accustomed to it. I was fine with it. So that's a kind of a two-way street. Maybe I should definitely look back on those videos and see how crackhead they are sometimes. Because I feel like sometimes these recordings are a bit crackhead in my opinion. They're not crackhead, but like ADHD. Mm, right now I am drinking some boba. Mm, Castform Cloud. I don't even know if we're using a sunny day Castform. I'm not gonna lie, but we caught it at least. Sucker Punch. I mean, Gengar doesn't have any other better moves, so I might as well just teach it Sucker. But yeah, I'm drinking some boba right now. Mm, like me and my dad, we like every other day. Basically, we drive to because in Ontario there's the G1, G2, and the G. So if I remember correctly, the G2 is where it's just a written test about like all the driving stuff. I mean it's just a written test. The G2, the G. Wait, am I getting this wrong? Wait, G1, G1. Oh, sorry, the G. Okay, yeah, the G1 test. The G1 is just like a test, like an online test, or not an online test, an in-person test. Uh, and it's just like, oh, what do you do in this situation, or what do you do in that situation, or like it just shows you a sign, and then it's like, oh, like what does this sign mean, or like what do you do in this weather condition, or something like that. And that's basically what the G test is. And I'll be honest, I got that a while back, and then I did my. So there's like two different parts of the G1. There's the written part, and then there's the like actual. Wait, am I? Yeah, there's the written part, and then there's the actual like um actual driving part of it. So there's like two different parts of the G1 to get to the G2, which uh and the G1 is pretty easy. I'll be honest. Or not, it wasn't easy. I'll be honest. I'm a pretty pussy driver. I get really nervous when I'm driving. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like I don't know what these cars are gonna do. Like in front of me and like next to me, and then like when they're like left or right turning. I get pretty nervous. I'm not gonna lie. So I was pretty nervous for my G2 test. I'm not gonna, or my G1. I I personally like to just call it G1 exit test to get to the G2 license. That's how I like to call it. So yeah, I did my driving test. What did you just use? Focus punch. Okay. Yeah, I did. Oh my god, this guy's a Darkrai too. I managed to pass my G1 with flying colors. I'll be honest with you. I'll keep it a buck with you. The driving instructor was mean as hell, I'm not gonna lie. So basically, like, because I was like pretty anxious about the driving test, me and my dad, we went like 20-30 minutes early, like earlier than like the test time. Um yeah, because I was pretty anxious and whatnot, and then the people the people before me just didn't show up at all for their driving test. And so like, oh man, okay, I need to get better at storytelling. Let me redo the scenario. So yeah, so we had the driving test, and me and my dad, we pulled up to the test center where in London, which is, well, you can figure out if you want, but we pull up to the test center, and then so we okay, let me try that again. Third time's the charm. So me and my dad, we were driving, and we just pull up to the test center basically. And because I was pretty nervous for my driving test, we showed up like 20-30 minutes early, which kind of seems a bit insane, but like, because you're only really supposed to show up like 10 minutes early, but we showed up like 20-30 minutes early because I was like nervous as fuck. So pull up there, we park our car, we do that, we go in, we check in and whatnot, and then we just sit in our car because that's what we're told to do. After we check in and whatnot, they're like, cool, we'll just sit in our car and we'll just wait for the driving instructor, and then we'll be done with it. And then we're just waiting in there. We go back to our car, we're waiting in there. But the thing that was kind of weird to me was that the driving instructor came like 20 minutes early. Like in front of my car. And I was like, yo, why are they like 20 minutes early? Like, like, why are they 20 minutes early? Like, they shouldn't be this early. So I was kind of confused, right? Why is this guy freaking yawning all my Pokemon? I just like, you know what? What the fuck did you just use? You know what? I'm just gonna kill that. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna kill the Vigoroth. It's gonna perma yawn. But yeah. Driving instructor just like comes into, like, stands in front of our vehicle. So I'm like, okay, like 20 to 30 minutes early, and I'm just like, this guy's a bit early, not gonna lie. Because yeah, like, you shouldn't be here for like 20 to 30 minutes. But then, like, my assumption was that people didn't show up, and that's exactly what happened, right? But like, my dad was still in the front seat with me, like the shotgun. So it's so what people call it nowadays, the shotgun. And then, like, I'll be honest with you, the guy was being like hella disrespectful to my dad. He's like, dude, like, this is the test. Get the hell out, man. Like, and I'm like, in my head, I want to be like, yo, like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, for 20 minutes early, and you're 20 minutes early. My dad was just gonna chill in the car until like you were gonna come in 20 minutes, and you're just like straight up disrespecting my like dad like that. It's just like, he's just like, bro, get out the car. What the fuck are you doing? Like, and I'm just like, man, you don't have to be so disrespectful for my dad, man. Like, it's not that serious. Like, I feel like I'm doing you a favor because you're finishing the driving test earlier now, right? Because I came 20 minutes earlier. You get to have some sort of a rest afterwards, because your next driving patient is like in 20 minutes, so you could just like chill for 20 minutes, and that's how I saw it. So I'm like, I don't know. The driving instructor just hella disrespected my father, and I'm just like, man, if this guy wasn't my test instructor, like, I would say something, but like, I feel like if I said something, I would have been like, I would have got like, there would have been some bias. I felt like there would have been some bias. Like, and they would like failed me or something. But I go through the driving test. I'll be honest, I was really, really nervous, but everything went really smoothly. Actually, there's one thing I fucked up. There's one thing I fucked up. Because I was so nervous from the driving test, because I was so nervous, when we were like around 100 meters before like the traffic that we were supposed to turn right on, I was still going the speed limit. I was still going 70, I think. I think the speed limit's 70. Like out on that specific road. And I was still going 70. And if you don't know, like if you guys don't drive, you have to, at least for the driving test, you have to slow down to around, I was recommended around 20 to 30 kilometers an hour. So, dude, okay, maybe not 100, maybe like 50 meters. 50 meters. So I'm like, oh shit, like I have to like slam the brakes to get to like 20 to 30 meters, or else we're not making the fucking turn. Like, we're genuinely not making the turn. And I thought that one thing would fail me. Like I genuinely thought that one thing was gonna fail me. It's like I slammed the brakes. Because if I don't make that turn, I'm pretty sure I fail. So I'm like, bro, I'm probably gonna get like some marks off for this, but I mean, it's better to get marks off than fail the whole thing. So. Yeah, we do our thing. We go back to the test center. And all was good. All was good for that. All was good for that driving test. So where does this all start? Where was the origin of this conversation? Oh yeah, today. So like yeah, that was like about a year ago, around like a year ago. And now we are trying to get the G test. We're trying to pass the G test, which the G test is the final boss. It's like the final test for Ontario, basically. And all that the G test contains, I was gonna say prevails, but contains is like you drive on the highway basically. You're just driving on the highway and then you lane change a couple times and then you come back and then you lane change a couple times and then you're done with it. And that's all you do for the G test, but a highway is another beast in itself. So like what me and my dad are doing before we actually go to the highway is that trying to get myself comfortable with driving first, just overall, because last year when we drove, I only drove, oh my god, Regigigas with randomized abilities. Mold Breaker? What? That's crazy. But yeah, like last time I drove like with my dad, it's like all I did was the driving test, like the driving test. What was it called? The driving test routes. And that's all we did. So like, I wasn't really comfortable with driving. I was comfortable with the routes. And one thing I want to kind of change this year is like, yes, obviously I want to get the final G2, or sorry, I want to get the final G, for my license for driving test. But at the end of the day, I feel like at some point I will be able to get it. But now, right now, when I'm driving with my dad, it's like more so just being comfortable with driving overall and being able to drive than just memorizing routes. That's kind of my mindset now. It's like, obviously I want to pass and get my G2. Obviously I want to pass and get my G, but my mindset kind of changed a bit, for sure. And I know it's very, very late I got my license super duper duper late, but in my opinion, I love how this Polytone Kingdra did shout out to Wolfie, man. Wolfie's Toronto regional team, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I know, like, I'm 22 and getting the license is really late. Or getting my license is really late, but the way I kind of see it is like, or the way I kind of saw it when I was younger is like, there's no point of me getting my license this early because I'm not really gonna drive, right? And then when I wanted to do my license, COVID happened. And then for about a year or two after COVID, like everyone who was in the same position as me who wanted to do it, the driving test or drive, they booked it all up for about, they booked like all the driving test they booked it all up until like a year basically. And like to put it into context, and to put it into context, London only has one driving center. Um, given the fact how big it is, I feel like it should have more, but I don't know. That's just me. Wait, I'm just getting megas upon megas upon megas. Unnerved? Not bad, honestly. Okay, dude, this is my new fire type. But yeah, that's my whole venture. So right now we're just driving all the way. We're just letting me drive. And the thing is, like, I know technically speaking I can drive alone with the G2, but I just feel a lot more comfortable being driving with my parents. Not that I don't really trust myself driving alone yet, I think. I can't weaken this thing. But yeah, well, it's a very long-winded story for the conclusion to be we went to a bubble tea shop today just because we were just driving around and I wanted to get bubble tea today. And the bubble tea I got today is a strawberry banana smoothie small with sparkling strawberry boba. This is not the typical order I get for boba, by the way. And I typically don't get milk tea because I'm lactose intolerant. Though one day I would like to try. I know there's places that replace the milk for almond milk. I want to try that one day, but uh, it'll be some other day, I think. Also, the thing is, I don't necessarily want to be addicted to bubble tea. Like as much as I enjoy bubble tea, I recognize how unhealthy it is for me. The thing is, the reason why I enjoy bubble tea and milk tea so much is because there's so much sweet in it. And I love sweets. But like, sweets have a lot of sugar. They're very, and I know they're very, very unhealthy for you. So I try to, even though I like sweets, I try to limit myself as much as possible. Um, so that's probably why I haven't tried almond milk yet. But one day I'll definitely try it next year during school for sure. When I go get like boba somewhere. Let's go. Okay, I think Blaziken over Houndoom. I'm pretty sure. I like Blaziken more than Houndoom. But yeah, we got boba today. Blaziken a 6-3. Damn. Damn. Bro, I can't believe we're getting so many megas here, by the way. It's kind of crazy. Oh! I want a picture, actually. But I want a picture. Let's get a picture. I want a picture. Actually, I'm gonna save here, because I know it saves... I know the picture saves somewhere, but since I'm on a very legit DS, I don't know where it saves to. What do we look like? Ooh, I can change the aperture? Oh, wait. What did it ask me? Okay, yep. I called that service for absolutely nothing. I hope I wasted your time. Thanks, man. Cut. Oh yeah, this is typically not the boba I get. Um. Oh, okay, yeah. I have to take a new route. I'm just gonna go back and just get a bunch of shit then. Just stock up with a bunch of stuff. But it's something I wanted to try differently. I typically don't get sparkling pop boba, whatever the fuck I got today, first off. Um, the person there was like, is good with the boba that you're getting right now. So I'm like, okay, I'll try whatever. Um, I typically just like the regular boba, the regular pearls, regular tapioca. But they're just like, yeah, it's really good. I'll be honest, it's not that good. I don't like it that much because I don't really like the sparkle pop, the sparkling and like the popping and shit. What do you got? Skill link? Okay, just give me that citrus berry. Soundproof? Oh yeah, wait. I don't know why it's double inputting so much, but we can finish a firewater grass core. Who do we replace? I don't know why this Gengar always looks shiny to me, but Gengar shiny looks so much more nicer than that. Dark, poison dark. I think we get rid of Skun. No, I think we get rid of Scraggy. I like Scraggy's moveset more than Skuntank's, but we just added another fighting type, so we might as well keep the type diversity because we lost a dark type in Houndoom. Yeah, I'm not the one to like sparkling water, like sparkling anything too much. I don't know why. The sparkles they're just weird to me. I have no way to explain it aside from they're just weird. So initially I probably shouldn't have got it, but I'm like, YOLO, we can try. And yeah, strawberry banana is typically the smoothie I like to drink. So I'm like, might as well try it. But typically the bubble tea I drink is honeydew slush. That's what I like a lot. And more specifically, if we're talking about like when I used to drink milk tea, I liked brown sugar milk tea. I know there's a lot of sugar in brown. Well, it's literally called brown sugar, so there's a hell of sugar in there, but it tastes so good. There's probably more sugar in that than like any other boba. But, like it tasted really good. Maybe one day next year for school, I'll probably try like Earth Plate's really good. I'll probably try brown sugar milk tea with with almond milk and tapioca. That's what I'll try next SEP or next school year, which is in like 3 months. Oh, I don't know how to use this Pokemon. Wait, we have a Smeargle. Oh my god, I think this is gonna be fun. Right, honestly, what I'm thinking about this Smeargle is I think we just keep it in the back, keep it in the PC. I honestly think we just keep it in the PC until we learn some pretty overpowered moves and then just sketch it onto you. Like imagine this Smeargle's just like full support or like fake out something. If we catch it, because the Smeargle's gonna struggle. Ooh, poison! Why couldn't it have been sleep? Dude, if it was sleep or if it was the if it was sleep or paralysis, that'd be nice. But it got freaking poisoned. That sucks. Dude, Premier Ball's white, Smeargle's white. You know, there's some type of relation, surely, right? Oh my god, wait, I have one more ball left. Because of the effect force. Wait, do I? That's a lot of damage. I was planning this whole idea for a freaking Smeargle just for it to die. How unfortunate, man. I'll be honest, I don't think I need levels any. Actually, I do need levels. I do need levels because I got two more Pokemon. Oh, Charizard. Charizard's, I don't like Charizard that much. I think Charizard's a bit overhyped. In my humble opinion. Actually, I want that Pokeball. Where do I get that? I need strength. I can't. I remember this. Where am I? I love how fast I can go. There's probably an item there. You know what? Let's see what that item is. You know, the question that I've kind of asked myself today was like, why would people watch my channel? I know it seems kind of crazy, but it's like, why the fuck does it know Hail too? I know it kind of seems like a crazy question, but it's something I've been thinking about today. It's like, why would people watch my channel? It's like, because like at the end of the day, there's millions of other creators that people can watch. Why the fuck would they watch you? Like that's a question I kind of want to find the answer to, but what's up? Yeah, I want to find the answer to that for sure. I don't know. Because I'll be honest, I don't really know the answer to that question. Maybe it's just because I'm not really confident in my abilities, anything, but I think I definitely want to figure that question out because before I think I'll lack direction. I think like the way I want to see it is people watch my channel because I'm at the Ludwig of Pokemon. I want to do a bunch of these crazy challenges and events. There's like two different identities that I would say for myself. I honestly think Poison Gas is better than Toxic because Poison Gas hits both opponents. I'll be honest, like, yeah, the first thing, there's like kind of two paths to the question I asked myself is like, I first off want to be kind of like the Ludwig of Pokemon. I want to make content that nobody has created, and I have a lot of live stream ideas that like I personally haven't seen people make, and like the Ludwig format, I'm gonna once I start my stream up, kind of put it into a video format afterwards, and like the Ludwig format, I'm gonna what's it called? Like the Ludwig format, I'm gonna kind of like schedule all of my content like at what time I'm supposed to do this and that, and that's my whole idea. And will it work? Don't know. I mean, I'll have to try once I get back from Vancouver. Which Vancouver's another conversation in itself. Are you serious? There's no item here, you scammer. This black belt is just standing there for no reason. Well, I assume the view's nice, that's why he's standing here, but we can't see the view because of... We can't see the view because of the freaking camera. Only if we can control the camera. But... either that, or like, I want to compete at a high level. I know I have two different ideas of what I want to do, but I think there's definitely going to be a side of me at some point where I do want to climb again, either in Pokemon or League of Legends. Probably Pokemon first, and eventually at some point in my... the thing is, like, at some point in my career I do want to eventually become a variety streamer like Ludwig. But the thing is, the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of like, you should be focusing on the part of the journey right now. You shouldn't really be focusing on what you want to be in the future. Like, you do have, like, yes, it's good to have an idea of what you want to be in the future and what the end goal is, but I think the journey as a creator and the things that I think are like the things that I think are gonna do well on my channel, the things that I go viral for, hopefully in the future. Hopefully, we're just gonna put a contingency. Hopefully in the future, are and the journey in itself. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but or no, I don't know what the fuck I was saying about like the journey and like going viral and whatnot. But the simplest way to say it is like I should be focused on the like yes, the planning for the future is important, and I've planned for the future many times for my regarding my channel, but I should focus on the videos now and what I'm doing now, because you never know what's going to happen in the future of content creation, or not just content creation, but like my journey in general, because like something that's very related, current it's kind of current event is, if you guys didn't see the Jason the Ween and Sakura stream. Sakura is Kaide's sister, and that girl freaking blew up because of Jason. And I'm not saying like I'm gonna have that type of virality. Like, I don't want to say it, I don't want to expect it, right? But I'm saying, what the hell are these megas? Megazard? What? Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm gonna have that type of virality in the future, but I just want to say that the journey to becoming a creator and to becoming a content creator and or streamer, like, it's gonna be very unexpected and you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, do you think like both Jason the Ween and Sakura expected that exact thing to happen? And do you expect like them to average like 70,000 viewers with a peak of like 130,000 viewers? Like, I don't think either of them expected that to happen. And that's like on a big scale. That is like literally on the biggest scale. Because that stream was so huge that like Kyrie Irving from the NBA was invested in it. Valkyrie was invested. Every single streamer was probably invested. Twitch uploaded an Instagram reel about it. Twitch.tv uploaded an Instagram reel about it. About this whole Sakura and Jason the Ween situation. That's how viral it went. So, I'm just saying the journey, I should have planned my journey step by step, because unexpected things are gonna happen on my journey as a creator, as whatever I do in life. So I'm trying to tell myself to just slow down a bit more and just kind of enjoy the process and kind of focus on the day by day instead of looking at the bigger picture. Because as much as it is good to look at the big picture, I'll be honest, I've looked at the big picture like 17 quadrillion times probably, so yeah. Now oh, yo, what's up, Elijah? By the way, this point in the video, Elijah, if you're watching, that's when you texted me, by the way. This is literally when you texted me. So what's up? How you doing? Oh my god, the magic bounce. But yeah, I just need to take it day by day, appreciate the journey and whatnot. Oh, one thing I did want to talk about is one thing I did want to talk about today is that, man, I I'm reading this book called Deep Work by Cal Newport. I think I've talked about it a few times in here, and the thing is, I'll be honest. Today I didn't do that much. Today, let me look at my to-do list. What did I do today? Today I finished an intro in section 1 of Big Video. I've recorded a daily show that I drove, and that's all I did today. But I'll be honest, the scripting of this big video typically would take like 3-4 hours because I'm not focused at all. I'm listening to music, I'm watching content, I'm on Instagram, whatever the hell you think of it. But today I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna see if I can finish what I want to finish in an hour, which I managed to finish in an hour, like 1,000 words in an hour, like a 1,000 word script in about an hour, which pretty good in my opinion, honestly. It's like, it's because I was very, very focused. I had no distractions around me. I was just thinking about that one thing. And I'll be honest, after that, like I was on a big high. I'm like, damn, I actually finished. Well, it was less than an hour. It was like 45 minutes. And like the way I kind of do it is I put a countdown timer on my laptop, kind of to simulate the environment of, like, let's just say a due date at 11 p.m. or something. Or due date at 11:59, you start at 11 p.m. the project. It's like that kind of I want to say simulation, but I guess like at that time, like at 11 p.m. and it's due at 11:59. I'll be honest, that's like peak work hours. That is like literally peak student work hours right there. So I kind of simulated that by just like having an hour timer. It's like, yeah, you gotta finish it within the hour. I finished in 45 minutes. Pretty proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie. And then after that, I did quite a lot. I helped my mom do some like trimming in the garden, and then after that I played League for like 3 hours. But the moral of the story is that since I managed to finish my work early, because thanks to this concept of deep work, and I've really, really loved this concept of deep work, and I'm gonna try to apply it a lot more into my in the scripting and recording and editing process of my YouTube channel, because I think it helps a lot. And it saves me a lot of time. I can do all this type of stuff. I can help my mom. I can go on like a long, like 30-40 minute walk, which I think I did around 30-40 minute walk. It's like, and I did play League for 3-4 hours, but like probably like 2.5-3 hours. But do I feel bad about it? Not necessarily, because I got some work done, and I got like 4 hours of distracted work done in like an hour basically. And it's like, yeah, I could be doing more in those 4 hours, but I mean, I got it done, so yeah. I hope to implement deep work a lot more into my life, because I'll be honest, today was just day 1 of that. And after this recording, actually, I'm gonna be doing my second deep work session. So, which, yeah, it's gonna be like 45-50 minutes probably, and that's all. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna end the episode off here. I don't know. Was it fine? I don't know if today's recording was fine, but I think, again, it was all over the place, but slowly have to organize my thoughts. But thank you all for watching, and I hope everyone has a nice night, day, evening, whatever the hell is in your time zone or whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.